Welcome to Broken Tusk Rising, a Pathfinder 2nd Edition actual play in the Galarian campaign setting. We're playing through the Quest for the Frozen Flame adventure path.
I'm Sean, and I'm playing Andreas Witchborn, the human magus.
I'm Jessica, and I'm playing Zancath, the halfling fighter.
I'm Jeanette, and I'm playing Jonesy, the human cleric.
This is Josh, and I'm playing Corgo, the human barbarian.
Last time on Broken Tusk Rising, the scouts encountered a frost troll working for Lady Ardissa Prendergast. They fought valiantly in the snowy forest as burning mammoth hunters looked on. When it became clear that the troll and Lady Prendergast would lose, the hunters left. Now the heroes are standing in the snow, catching their breath, and perhaps wondering what kind of items they might find on the bodies. Let's get the boring stuff out of the way. The charred corpse of the troll has a hatchet, and that's it.
Okay.
Ardissa Prendergast has a rapier, a heavy crossbow with 19 bolts, and 2 scrolls of magic missile.
Oh, yes.
She also has a spell book. Would you like to know what spells are in this spell book?
Oh, I would really like to know what spells are in the spell book.
Do you need to do anything in particular to identify those spells? You can just look, right?
I think I just look.
Okay. Do you need to know about the cantrips, or can you use those?
I can use any arcane spell, and I can also use occult spells.
Great. Well, the cantrips are Dancing Lights, Daze, Mage Hand, Ray of Frost, and Shield.
Cool.
The level 1 spells are Magic Missile, Ray of Enfeeblement, True Strike, and then level 2 spells, Obscuring Mist, and Summon Animal.
Okay.
And I know you're probably hoping for Fireball, but you may recall that she originally cast that from a scroll in your first encounter with her.
How dare she?
She does not have Fireball.
That's disappointing.
I quit. I'm done. This adventure.
All right, well, it's been a good run. Thanks, everybody, for listening.
Refund the Patreon money.
Do you want to do anything, allocating this equipment, do anything with the bodies?
She didn't have any third level spells?
Nope, not a one.
Rude.
What kind of treasure is this?
Treasure in the book.
But now you can summon yet another animal to hang out with us.
That's what we need.
I put that on you, Mike.
More, and it's in the book.
I know. That's fair.
Zancath is going to take the rapier,
Okay.
drop her short sword, dagger, and hand 2 healing potions off to somebody else. Anybody want them?
You should give him to Corgo.
I give them to Corgo. Mine are healing
You
potions.
just put them on his unconscious body.
Wait, so I forgot he was unconscious. Stable. He's stable.
He's stable but unconscious. You just sort of drop him off. Here you go, Corgo.
I'll hold on to him until he's conscious. I'd forgotten he was unconscious.
Obviously needs them.
Jonesy will take care of this
Now's the time to crit fail.
as soon as I find where my medicine is. Here we go. All right, 17.
Oh, phew.
That's a success on a DC 15 check.
Yeah, first aid. And then, Sean, I always forget. It's 2d8 plus some.
You just did treat wounds?
I'm just doing treat wounds, yeah.
That's just 2d8, and if you spend a full hour, it's 4d8. Or not 4d8, doubled.
6.
Ooh,
Nice.
it's a
So a
rough
total
roll.
of 12.
Yep.
If you're are you gonna spend an hour?
I think so. We should probably hang out here for a bit.
Okay.
Plus 1 for your staff, right?
That's for cure wounds.
Yeah, just for
Okay.
cure wounds.
I tried.
Or heal, I'm sorry. Whatever it's called. What's it called,
Yes.
the spell?
The spell is called...
Heal.
Just heal, yeah.
Great. Corgo, you awaken. Is he still huge? I guess not an hour later, he's not.
No.
So you awaken in the snow. There's a charged troll nearby. Brungara is right by your side the whole time, keeping an eye on you. And it looks like the group has finished off the wizard as well.
Corgo, you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. Just wounded.
It was a hard fight you put through there, Corgo.
I know, I lasted a long time. Really fought that troll really hard. How did we even win?
Mostly due to Andreas. He threw some fire at the troll, and that was quite helpful.
Ah, but you were the one to take care of the wizard.
Yes, and don't forget about Greta.
Right, the moose definitely pulled her weight.
Finally.
Yeah, the moose is rooting around in the snow, looking for something to eat, occasionally glancing in Andreas's direction.
With a cold and calculating stare.
Yes. Is there anything else you want to do here before you move on?
Corgo, dear, could you hold on to these for me? They're healing potions, and I'm feeling a little overburdened at the moment, and if you could hold on to these, use them if you need them.
Oh, he doesn't need them. I'm here.
Of course.
Yeah. Jones is here.
Right, well, if you're not going to carry them, then I will.
That's fine as well,
Well,
but
you don't
All
need them either, sir. I'm here.
Speaking of, as he puts the healing potions into his pockets, I could use a little bit of that first aid as well.
Oh, yes, of course.
The moose kind of took it out of me.
Does she have a spell book? Like whatever you like for magic?
18. Oops, I forgot to check if I made it. Sorry.
Just
18, that's what it's going to be if I am successful at this medicine check, which I was not.
Oh, no.
So if we wait another hour...
Oh, it's 3 hours now? I'll just drink one of Corgo's healing potions. Corgo, just mark off that you've used up one of your healing potions off your
I didn't
character
add
sheet.
any of them because you took them.
So while this first aid is not working, Andreas will look around the area, maybe where the troll popped up. Maybe he's got a little burrow there underneath some of the nearby trees, just to make sure that they didn't stash any gear.
No, he told you you had a house with a kitchen and everything, remember?
Yeah, where is it though? I'm looking for it.
Oh, yeah.
What?
You don't see anything nearby that would serve as a lair. I guess if you want to try to do a survival check, maybe.
I could try.
Oh, nice. Roll an 8 on your healing potion.
Sure did. Good thing, because I only have a few of those left. 23 on survival.
That reminds me of the weirdest dreams that you guys were I don't know, in fancy houses and I don't know, selling them or talking about countertops. It was weird.
strange.
Weird, I have no idea why you would be thinking that.
Nope.
So, yeah, looking around at the marks in the snow, it looks like this woman and the troll and these hunters all came from somewhere to the southeast together. So if the troll has a lair somewhere, it might be off in that direction, or maybe it's just somewhere totally different and the troll was traveling with them.
Did they take pains to disguise their tracks on the way
Nope.
here?
Nope.
And what about these two as they left?
Their tracks continue for a while, and let's see here. Let me pull up their stats and see if they would be able to hide anything from you. I think probably not, given how well you rolled. Yeah, they wouldn't be able to hide their tracks from you with that roll.
Okay.
As far as you can tell, as far as you can see, they just continue off to the southeast. As far as you follow the tracks, they are not trying to hide them.
It seems as though some of them have made their way to the Lost Mammoth Valley.
I assume they are returning to Pagano at this point.
Yes, very curious. They seem to be testing Miss Prendergast.
Yes, I found that odd.
Seems she failed.
She certainly did at that.
As you can see now on her face, she has these burn scars that she didn't have before running down her face.
Do they look similar to some of the other Burning Mammoth scarification?
Yeah, they do.
It's just like trying to get inducted into their tribe.
Yes.
She thought she could be one of them, but they were barely tolerating her, I'm sure.
Well, it's a very different lifestyle, I imagine.
Can't picture them being very open to newcomers.
So, with that, I think you wrap things up there, and you're back to Hexploration. You're very, very close to Lost Mammoth Valley. You just have 2 reconnoiter activities in this forest hex, and then your next travel activity will lead you into the valley entrance. Those 2 reconnoiter activities pass without incident, as the following slowly makes its way through the forest and emerges into the hills to the southeast, with the eastern wall of mountains towering closer than ever.
Have we stopped for the night at some point between the fight and now?
It's been several days, yes.
Okay, can I say I'm healed to full then?
Yeah, at this point it's been 1, 2, 3, and you're on the 4th day now, so yeah, it's okay with
Plenty
me
of time,
you're,
okay.
if you're healed up.
It took me 3 rests to get to full.
Wow.
Yeah.
You think that you found it. As you lead the following, you think you found the pass that leads to Lost Mammoth Valley. It winds around a steep mountain that must be covered with snowfall year-round. It has several short, stony valleys cut off by rubble, but the main path is clear. Occasionally you pass 10-foot-high ledges overlooking the pass on either side. And from deeper within the valley, you hear the creak of great masses of ice and snow, settling and shifting. The following is close behind you, and you hear the footsteps of someone running to join you. It's Panuaku, Wipakoa's sister, the hunter. And she jogs up. Hey guys, Neat Valley, huh? I guess we're here. So, hi. So there's going to be a meeting? Let's go, okay? Hey, you ready? You're all supposed to be there. The Mammoth Lords have to make decisions, right? Yeah, come on, let's go.
You just quiet down just a little bit. I think we might be at risk of avalanche in this valley.
What do you mean?
Just shh.
Well, then we should leave right away if there's going to be an avalanche.
Well, it's going to happen because of you, I think.
Oh, well, then we better go. Okay, let's go.
Run along.
You can follow me. I mean, I guess you know the way, but I'm going now, and you'll be behind me, which means you'll be following me.
We will.
Even if you're not following me. You follow me?
We will be behind you.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
And she turns around and she jogs.
What a nice young lady.
And the entire camp is camped right at the entry to the pass. All the leaders of the houses are present. There's Nocta of Moose House, Argakoa and Letsua of Otter House, Murthig of Musk Ox House, and of course, still no leader for Falcon House. Argakoa is praying over a small fire, and Letsua is off to the side, helping Wipakoa with one of her children. He hands the infant off to a follower, and joins you at the fire. Murthig, the dwarven firekeeper, waves his one good arm around, a torch in his hand. I wasn't expecting so much snow. I suggest we keep everyone close together, just 100 or 200 feet behind the scouts. We can't have anyone getting lost in a freak snowstorm or falling through a hidden ice sheet where we're all spread out. And the Mammoth Lords all turn to look at you, waiting for your thoughts.
What do we know about these sort of environmental hazards? Like, is that sound advice, or is this guy, wrong?
I guess make a survival check, maybe?
Yeah, if there's going to be, an avalanche, or if there's going to be, fissures in the ice, what's the best way to go? I got a 15.
That's not a hard check. With a 15, you're not certain. You haven't led the following through a frozen valley before, but it sounds plausible. I guess you most appreciate the suggestion of keeping close to the following. Because if something's going to happen here, you want to be able to get to them quickly, or for them to be able to get to you quickly.
Right.
I do worry about you staying that close with Meccano around. We don't know what he has planned or what he is going to do, and could have an ambush set up somewhere. If you're that close.
All the more reason for you to be close.
I just fear you might get caught up in it, whatever it is.
Well, I think we're all in this together now. Unless you got a better idea.
I do not. I'm just expressing my reservations.
Any other thoughts?
I'm thinking about what sort of magics I can use to try and help us through. I can conceal some of us, or do small bits of magic to try and trigger avalanches before we get to them, but even that creates more of a hazardous terrain for us to move through.
Oh, I don't have any advice there.
Does anybody else have any ideas? Does this sound good for everybody?
I think Jonesy has very little experience walking through snowfields.
Yeah.
Wouldn't really know what's up. Even though I have pretty good survival, I just feel like it's not his area of expertise.
Right.
Okay. Well, Letsua speaks up. You've all done a wonderful job so far. We're very nearly there. We'll be close behind you, guarding the rear of the following from an attack, while you watch the front. Soon we shall be across the mountains and closer to finding the primordial flame. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Does anybody have the spell message?
No.
I might. I just need 2 seconds to check.
Just showing off.
Does anybody have one of these?
Anybody know this magic?
Oh, I do have message. So I could at the very least, if needed, I have 120 feet where I can send, I think it's a telepathic message to...
So if you get like buried in the snow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have that, but...
Okay, that's good to know. Well then, if you're all ready, is everyone ready?
We go.
Let's go to the map.
Oh,
Oh,
dear.
you didn't say ready for a
I
map.
didn't expect a map.
Good thing I just changed all my spells.
No.
All right, so here we are on the map. Am I forgetting anything? Have I got everyone on there?
Moose, wolf, cat, porcupet.
Gargo's riding the moose.
Oh, okay.
This morning I cast a level 2 Longstrider on myself,
Okay.
which lasts for 8 hours, increasing my speed.
Awesome.
Well, I guess we'll see you later.
Yeah, right?
Not by that much, but like enough that I'm more maneuverable.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
You're always just annoyingly walking ahead of
What
everyone.
actually happens is Andreas's legs stretch out. There's like a popping sound, and his legs get like slightly longer, and it's kind of unnerving. He's kind of like he's walking around on little stilts.
I was hoping they'd get rubbery and stretchy. All right, you enter the pass, with the mountain walls on both sides growing closer together as you proceed. The pass wraps around a towering snow-capped peak to the north, hemmed in on both sides by stone. 3 big ravens roost on a snowy ledge 10 feet above the rocky ground of the pass directly ahead of you on the map there. The largest raven cocks its head, parts its beak, and shuffles strangely on the ledge. Well, I like the looks of you far better than the last group of noisy, fire-besotted humans. How many more people are you planning to bring through my mountain pass?
I think I understand that, bird, and I'm concerned about that.
The bird cocks his head and looks at you.
Is anybody else hearing the bird talking?
I do hear it as well.
Yes, I do as well.
Uh-huh.
Out of curiosity, is this a raven or is it a raven-headed woman?
At the moment, as far as you can tell, it looks like a raven.
Okay. I apologize for disturbing you. Unfortunately, we have quite a group that we need to bring through here. We will disturb you as little as possible.
She cocks her head again and looks at you. I am Uraka, the guardian of this pass, or at least I have decided that I am, and no one has disputed it. Several other people like you came through here recently. Yesterday afternoon, actually, and said something about closing the pass with an avalanche. It's not a concern to me. Everyone loves a good avalanche. Still, they were unnervingly excited about the destruction it might cause.
Well, it's quite handy of you to warn us. We appreciate that very much.
Certainly. Are you planning to cause trouble?
Not for you or your pass.
Very well.
We only hold a grudge with those ornery fellows that headed through yesterday.
Yes, strange people. Stranger than you, even.
Did you notice if they were setting anything up?
Not here. Perhaps deeper down the pass.
Perhaps we could make it worth your while to go and take a look for us if you'd notice anything that's out of place. You are regulars to the area. I have this nice amber lump. You could add to your nest.
Ooh, and she tilts her head and leans forward and looks at it. That is shiny. Well, perhaps, I don't know. I do like it here in my warm nest. Could you sweeten the deal?
Anybody else have anything worthwhile for a raven?
All I have is a silver piece. I pull out a silver piece. And turn it so it catches the light.
Coins. I've seen many coins. I like the pretty gem. Well, I'll tell you what. Make a diplomacy check.
I'm just supplying the bribe. Really, I think anybody else should, be willing to negotiate.
Someone make an argument and roll a diplomacy check.
I tried to assist. Can I make the diplomacy check?
Sure, you can make the check.
Fingers crossed.
But this is a special silver piece.
Oh.
16. It's not terrible. It's not good.
We're level 3. That's great. Talk it up.
You throw in another shiny and perhaps I will consider.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know what these are for. You can have mine. Corgo gives them 2.
2 what?
2 silver pieces.
I was hoping for more of the pretty rocks.
What if I try this? And Andreas pulls out, he's got 3 bottles of whiskey left from one of those carts that we raided at some point.
Or perhaps that you would prefer a blessing.
Yes, Jonesy could bless you, or we could break up this bottle of whiskey into lots of little sharp little pointy pieces of glass that reflect light all over the place.
Whiskey, you say?
Yeah, or you could get drunk.
I don't get that much around here. Perhaps I could be persuaded.
So, yes?
And then she nudges one of the other ravens, the other crows, and squawks something at it. And the bird leaps into the air and flies off. He'll be back shortly. So, how is it going?
Oh, quite well. Andreas will come forward and plant the amber lump in the whiskey bottle in the ground.
Yeah, she's up on a ledge 10 feet off the ground.
I don't want to throw it because I don't want to hit anybody.
Or break it.
She hops down and picks up the shiny rock and hops back into the nest. Yes, very nice.
You said your name was Iraka.
Iraka. And if you had to spell that, you would spell it Yraka.
I was so close.
Not even a little bit how I did.
Iraka, is that a family name?
It is the name my family gave me.
Nice. Very cool. Andreas Switchborn is my family name.
The whole thing is your family name. That's wonderful.
I mean, my family gave it to me.
Yes. That's how that usually works, but not always.
Do you have other nests too, or just this one?
Oh, I've had other nests. Yes, I've traveled.
Cool.
Yes.
Are these your cousins?
Oh, these are just friends.
Oh, sorry.
Why?
Maybe you wanted to be cousins with them. And
What?
Is it true that you will always remember a face? I read this study once about how if university students put on masks and then terrorized ravens, and then later took the mask off, the ravens wouldn't attack them, but then later, if they put the mask back on, they would remember, and then they would tell the other ravens.
Oh, yes, I've killed many a university student for this.
Reasonable. Is she like a regular sized raven, or is she like
regular
okay.
sized raven?
Cool.
Maybe slightly larger than normal, but not much.
I've had characters be killed by normal sized birds before, so
That's true, yes.
I have a healthy fear of them.
Yes, I remember in Blackout.
Oh,
Spoilers.
right.
So a little bit later, this other bird comes flapping back and squawks something to Uraka, and she explains to you, yes, they are starting fires. It looks like they have been working on it for some time and have some time left to go. They are starting fires off to the east on the mountain.
Are any of them in this short, like 200-foot long pass that we're currently situated in?
My friend here does not see anyone awaiting you standing out in the pass, no.
Good. Excellent. So Andreas turns to the rest of the group. He's like, I think we can just move through this battle map.
I don't feel very good about that.
But why?
Yeah.
These NPCs right at the beginning of it told us that it was safe.
So as you're standing there and discussing this, you hear, coming from behind you, from the direction of the following, footsteps crushing through the snow quickly. And a voice calls out, Wait,
Okay,
don't go. And a short, hairy figure comes running up to you and pushes past you. And Shaggy Shemvin falls to his knees and looks up at the ledge. And the talking raven cocks her head and then suddenly changes shape, standing up from her perch and revealing a humanoid form with a raven's beak.
Now it makes more sense how she killed all those university students.
And I guess I should show you the art.
Show us the art.
Oh.
Cool.
Is she
Wes?
wearing a mask or is that
Yeah.
her face?
That is her face.
It seems very mask-like.
Interesting.
She has a humanoid nose and a bird nose.
Yeah.
Like it's humanoid from like bottom of the nose down, and then beak and raven eyes above.
I feel like the artist intentionally tilted the head forward enough so that you couldn't quite figure out what was going on.
Yeah.
Just where the human nose hits the top of the beak,
Yeah.
Interesting.
which is probably a smart decision.
Does anybody know what this thing is? Because Andreas is starting to think demon.
Isn't that Andreas's default?
How dare you? Andreas rolled a 22 on demon lore.
It's definitely not a demon.
All right, good.
Bird lady.
Let's see here. What would you need to roll?
I like how she's got feathery chest hair.
Trying to remember what Shaggy told us about her.
Did we say she's got like purplish skin, which is why why she's not human looking?
Arcana or nature, if you want to make a roll.
Oh, I could do an Arcana. 21 Arcana.
You don't know.
Oh, I'm not even going to bother to roll
I'll
then.
give you that she is a beast, believe it or not.
Oh, she's a beast. Interdasting.
But you're not sure beyond that. And she looks down at Shaggy and says, well, what do we have here? And Shaggy holds one hand to his chest and the other hand outstretched dramatically. And he says, I am Shaggy Shemvin, and I proclaim my love for you, beautiful raven-headed woman. And he then reaches into his hair somewhere and produces a hawk's eye gemstone, which
Ooh.
he was given on the night of the green moon. And he holds it out toward her.
No.
And she leaps down from the ledge and then gracefully floats downward to examine the gemstone. Yes, this is quite nice, very shiny. But would you bind me to the ground? Would you prevent me from flying as I will? And Shaggy looks at her horrified and says, Never. You are forever free to fly. And Uraka nods approvingly. Your proposal is accepted. So long as you do not bind me to the ground and I am free to fly, I shall be with you and your friends, Shaggy Shemvin. And she scratches Shaggy on top of his head, and he giggles.
Aww.
That was cute.
That was a beautiful moment, and I have a wedding gift for you.
Shaggy looks confused, looks at you. Wait, yes?
Wait, did they just get married? I was just
You
turned around
got
for a second.
married? I didn't know that.
In my culture, this is basically all that we do in Irison.
Wow. I like that.
So I got, for Iraka, I got a ivory eagle pendant that I got from someone.
Really? This is quite kind of you.
And for Shaggy, I got you this bottle of whiskey.
Oh. What do you do with it?
Don't spend it all in one place.
I'll show you what to do with it.
I got you both Tinder twig.
Oh, those are scary.
Oh, they?
I'll let her handle those.
Oh, they hate my gift.
But that's very kind of you. I will make use of these, I'm sure. But before we leave your friends, let me show you my nest. And she picks Shaggy up in her arms.
This is a clean podcast, Mike.
Yep.
Right?
And leaps into the nest, taking him on a brief tour of the nest and her favorite baubles, which she collects as they're walking around. Is there anything you guys want to do while you're waiting for them to finish walking around and she says goodbye to her raven friends?
Well, we give them privacy, obviously.
Of course.
Camera pans to the fireplace.
Is there anything else you want to do?
Nope.
Okay, great. So a short while later, Uraka leaps down and Shaggy climbs down and the birds squawk at them and Uraka squawks something back to them. And they begin walking toward the following, but Uraka turns around and says, There is a cave further down the valley behind a frozen waterfall. It should be a safe place should you need it. I do not know what awaits you beyond that point, or if there are any dangers before the cave. The people who preceded you surely have something nasty planned. Are you ready to push on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we just go around all the nasty stuff and like sneak up behind them?
I guess that's what we're going to find out, is if you can do that.
Oh, okay, cool.
You're free to start moving through the pass. I need to know your exploration activities. Andreas, what are you going to do?
Detect magic.
Jonesy.
Jonesy is gonna be looking around at the tops of the passage here to see if there's some like bigger snow drifts or areas that we should be particularly careful around. but he's also a bit distracted thinking about how he wished he had a better gift to give.
Oh. Uraka seemed to like
He
it.
didn't know it was too fast. It all happened so fast.
So you're searching. Corgo, what are you doing?
Corgo's looking around, scouting specifically, and thinking to himself, "You're not ever free to fly anywhere you want after you get married." I feel bad not giving a warning, but but Corgo's scouting.
You're scouting, which will give everyone a +1 to their initiative. Zancath, what are you doing?
I guess searching as well. That's what I'm good at.
Okay. Great. So 2 people are searching. So the pass continues to the southeast. You're welcome to sort of move along it, or I could just grab everybody and move you all at the same time. Maybe that'd be easier. I don't know. What would you like to do?
Nope. I'm
No?
moving.
I could just... No?
Don't do it.
Okay.
Can you overpower? Like if we're selecting ours, can you just like?
Yeah, he could just hit pause.
Oh no!
So yeah, we like head along this very scary canyon.
Okay.
It's filled with snow. There's like obviously like giant snow drifts above us towards this frozen river that's going to shatter as we try to cross it.
Not sus at all.
Okay, as I'm revealing this area with my fog of war revealer as I walk through, it's looking suspiciously like a claw.
Yes, it is.
I hadn't even... You know, I've been staring at this for weeks and never noticed that. That the passage does have sort of a claw-like shape. I've never noticed that. Okay, interesting. Pass continues southeast. Go ahead and stop. Everybody stop there.
Mm-hmm.
And ahead, you can see a low dip. Pooled water has frozen into a broad sheet of ice between the rocky walls to the north and south. The pass continues across the frozen ice, with a couple gullies visible to the east, and the main pass continuing to the northeast. Do you want to do anything about this frozen pond here?
It's not the waterfall, right? It's just a pond.
No.
Okay.
No. Where is Zancath? Zancath's there. Yeah. So you don't see a waterfall from your current position.
Okay.
It does sort of look like there's maybe a ledge up to north.
There is a ledge on the north side of that pond. Yes. It's about 10 feet up.
What does the wall look like? Does it look kind of climbable or no?
Yeah, it could be climbed, I think. Yeah.
So I think Andreas will tuck Bastion into his pocket, and he's gonna work his way over to the north side of that little river area.
Are you stepping into the river to get over to that cliff?
Not yet. He's gonna test it before he steps on anything.
You test it out. Make a nature check.
Why don't I just touch it with my torch? Nature. +1. So that's a 15.
Yeah, so with your nature check, you can verify that the ice is thick enough for you and even for the following to cross. Not even a mammoth could break the ice that's so thick.
Okay.
Wow.
Right, so this is solid. It is a little slippery, so everyone would need to be careful, but it is completely crossable. The following should be able to get across it.
We could probably have some of the mammoths just like drag... What's it called? When you're tilling the land?
Plow?
A plow. We could have them like plow some soil forward onto the ice and kind of make it get some additional traction.
Yeah, that might work.
Is anybody gonna jump ahead of me here, or I'm gonna climb up?
I'll cross the river, whatever.
I mean, I could go first, but I'm the light one, so I'm probably not going to be the problem.
Yeah, well, Andreas is gonna try and climb this ledge to the north then.
Okay, you have to step onto the ice to get over there.
Yeah.
So make an acrobatics check.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, my knees. Oh, 21, natural 20.
Oh,
Natural
wow.
20.
Yeah.
You step onto that ice, and it is as though you were walking on just rough dirt, right? It's just, you've got perfect traction. Maybe it's your boots are well designed for it. You're not sure, but yeah, you know what you're doing. So you can see Andreas confidently steps out onto the ice, no sign of danger whatsoever, and strides over confidently to that wall to begin to climb up it. Is anybody else doing anything?
I'll follow.
Okay,
Andreas?
make an acrobatics check.
And
Okay.
every single person who follows me wipes out.
You managed with a +1 to do this very easily. I have a +9. Let's see how hard I fail.
I mean, the DC could have been.
Oh no.
Famous last words.
What'd you roll, Jessica?
It's just statistically what happens to me. I rolled a natural 1 for a total of 10.
She knew. You could hear it.
So immediately, Andreas, you turn around as you hear this loud thwack as poor Zancath
Cracked my tailbone.
steps onto the ice, falls down, cracks her tailbone. She is prone on the ice.
Oh no, you're gonna have to send in a donut.
And at that moment,
Rehab time on a tailbone crack is not short.
at that moment, you hear a whooping sound from the north. And 4 figures leap up from the snow on the 10-foot-high ledge to the north. And they begin firing arrows at you as one of them shouts, "You'll never make it, Tusk fools, if Arsa sees all!" Roll for initiative.
I don't want to.
Embarrassment is too strong.
I'm just
All right, here we go.
Just
Go ahead
gonna-
and make your rolls.
gonna lay here. +1 because of scouting.
Yes, +1 because of
Oh,
scouting.
yes. Nice. Mike, I have a question / wondering
Yeah.
request.
Uh-huh.
Could I roll athletics for initiative? Because I'm trying to climb.
Yes. Sure, you could roll athletics. I would even let you roll acrobatics.
I'll pass on that one, but I'll take the athletics roll.
Huh.
I mean, I would let Zancath roll acrobatics.
Hard pass, thank you.
No? Okay. All right.
Bird me once or pull me, whatever. So bad.
Corgo, you're commanding the moose still, or how's that working?
So, all right. So just so everyone knows why I took that ride feat.
Yeah.
If you're riding an animal, they
Uh-huh.
don't go on your initiative, so it's annoying. So then you take the ride feat, and then they go on your initiative in combat. It's less annoying.
Oh, okay. So I
Yeah.
can just sort of remove the moose's initiative and just move it to your turn.
That's the main benefit of that feat.
Okay. So, Corgo, what did you roll for initiative?
I forget already. 15.
Which becomes a 16.
Which comes at 16, right? Andreas, what'd you get?
25.
Zancath?
22.
And then there's a hunter,
Nice.
and then Rumpy the direwolf. Jonesy, what'd you get?
19.
And then one of the burning mammoth hunters, and then the moose, the Smilodon, and Corgo all go, and then 2 more hunters. So Andreas, that means you are first. Now you'll need to climb to get up there.
Oh, I will.
All right. You need to make an athletics check to climb this wall.
It's a 16.
That is a regular success, which means you climb 5 feet for every 20 feet of your land speed.
Right?
And your land speed's what, 25?
It's 35.
35, right.
'Cause
Because if
of
you're a
Longstrider.
Longstrider.
Yeah.
Right. That still means you move 5 feet per action.
Right. So I'll take 2 actions and get to the top.
Great. Take 2 actions, you climb to the top. And now there are 4 hunters here with bows.
And I will Thunderous Strike.
Okay.
Nice. Awesome.
And they all have to make a Fortitude save. Sorry, not all,
all of
but
them?
The 3 along the top row.
Okay.
There's 3 of them in a row. I'll hit all 3 of them because it's a 15-foot cone.
Oh my goodness. So the first one.
Blast.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh my gosh. 22. Oh my gosh.
Come on, Mike.
Gracious.
Come on.
I'm sorry.
I'll take 1 point of sonic damage.
Okay. 1 point of sonic
And-
damage.
Yeah, and I get to strike one of them. So I'll take this guy
Wow.
who's directly ahead of me.
You know, that's not a lot of damage, but that sure was cool.
They've
That's
all got,
very cool.
they've all
I
got a
could've
little
knocked-
bit of tinnitus now.
I could have knocked them all prone, but
That was very cool. Wow.
that's a 21 to hit the guy to the north of me.
That is a hit.
And he takes 5 points of bludgeoning damage minimum. Ugh.
Wow. I mean, those are some unfortunate rolls. They didn't swing your way, but still, very cool choice of actions. Zencath, it's your turn. You are prone on the ice.
Zancath is going to stand up. Very
Okay, one
carefully.
action.
Very carefully. Pull out her short bow
Uh-huh.
and shoot the guy to the front.
Okay.
It's a 15. So it's just plus 12, and it's a 15.
I'm afraid that's a miss.
Yeah,
Come on,
That's
come on,
it.
Jess. You can have better luck than this. We know you can.
Do it again.
I don't know that I can.
Shoot
I'm
it again.
being beaten down by this system. And by system, I mean Foundry. Pathfinder's fine. It's Foundry's fault.
Gotcha.
That's
No,
it.
D20 systems are
Oh,
late.
that was all your actions?
Yeah,
True.
because one to stand, one to pull out my short bow, and one to shoot.
Right. It is a hunter's turn. Which hunter is this? So it is the one that is farthest from Andreas to the, I guess, maybe not the farthest, the one just to the east of Andreas. And he's going to, maybe in a slight panic. Could he shoot at Andreas, or is Andreas too close for that?
There's nothing stopping you from shooting in close.
I mean, there's no range penalties. He's not at point blank range, so.
Other than Andreas' attacks of opportunity.
Which
Well, that's true,
not yet.
which he doesn't have
He
yet.
doesn't
And this
know
guy
that.
doesn't know that.
And I have a reach weapon.
You do have a reach weapon. Well, it doesn't matter whether he shoots at you or someone else. He'd still trigger an attack of opportunity, and he's got his bow out.
So you should probably just jump off the ledge.
He should
Yep.
just
He's going to jump headfirst onto the icy pond.
excellent.
All right.
Thanks.
We all hold up numbers like 7, 5.
10 out of 10.
Oh, the Russian judge did not like that.
He takes a shot at Zancath.
Sure.
21.
That just barely hits.
Okay. 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'll take another shot. A 6.
Critical miss.
Critical miss. Yeah, there's literally nothing else interesting I can do while holding a bow. There are no cool actions I can take. So I'm just going to hope for a natural 20. It's not going to happen. 17 is a miss.
Miss.
Okay, and that is that hunter's turn. Rumpy. Rumpy walks up to the ice out of curiosity to see what's going on. And makes an acrobatics check and rolls a 16, which is enough. So Rumpy does not lose her footing, and she just stands there looking at what's going on the shelf, where there is absolutely no room for her. And that is Rumpy's turn. Jonesy, what do you want to do?
Jonesy's going to send over a spiritual weapon to help Dreas out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I should have made a little thing for that. I forgot to
No,
do
use
that.
that little angry girl logo.
You
like
want
yeah,
the
that was
angry,
good.
angry face logo again?
Yeah.
All right, let me find the stupid
That was
bestiary.
powerful.
You like that?
It's Saren Ray, like,
Uh-huh.
it's Sister Cinder in, ethereal form, holding a scimitar. Angry.
It's like on the face of a hammer or something. That's what you get hammered with. The face of Saren, right?
And then you end up with Sarah Ray's face on your face.
Yeah.
On your face.
So cool.
So cool.
It's so cool. So cool. Yes.
So a spiritual weapon appears. What else?
Then it's gonna try to hit this one that over to the right with the blue dot on it. 26.
Nice.
That is a hit.
7 points of damage.
Ouch. Okay.
And then this ledge is 10 feet tall. Does it look like something an animal could climb, or like could Rumpy climb it?
Rumpy could probably leap up there if she really wanted to.
So Jonesy's gonna try to command Rumpy or encourage her.
She already looks like she'd like to get up there and chew on these people, but there's no room for her up there.
Okay. Well, I can't see.
You can't see around the corner because you're standing
full
off
area.
of the ice.
Okay. So he will not do that, and instead I will move a little bit forward just to get closer towards where Zancath is standing, but not on the ice.
Okay.
I'll stay off of it for now.
Good call.
That means it is one of the hunter's turns. All right, which hunter is this? This is the hunter who is to the northeast. So Andreas is on this ledge, and this ledge is maybe 15 feet wide and 10 feet deep, and there's really not much room in it. And this hunter that's currently about to act is sort of in the northeast corner of this ledge. And he has a bow out, but he can't really do much with a bow with the spiritual weapon sort of in front of him. His friends around him. He's going to take a shot at Andreas, but I'm going to give Andreas a little bit of cover. Does that sound reasonable?
Fine.
You don't sound happy about it.
He doesn't want to hit me.
Just a 14 to hit.
does not want to hit you. Yeah.
Nope. And another attack. Ooh, a natural 1. The arrow just goes sailing off into the air, totally missing. He let go of the arrow. His hands are shaking. He let go of the arrow a little bit before he had even aimed. And in frustration, he throws the bow down, just dropping it, and pulls out a spear. And that is his turn. And that means it is now the moose's turn. I guess that means it's Korgo's turn, really, right? The moose goes on your turn. What does Korgo want to do?
We all know Greta's in charge. Korgo says, "Yeah!" and charges onto the ice, and Greta has to make an acrobatics check.
Yeah.
How acrobatic is this moose?
This moose has no acrobatics skill,
Got a +3.
so I guess it would just be just raw dexterity.
Yep.
Okay,
right.
Greta rolls a 17.
All right,
Yep.
so that is a pass. Greta does not lose her footing.
How much movement has Greta got? 35 feet? Speed 30.
Her speed is 30.
Korgo wants to jump off. Oh, there's nowhere to land. Korgo's thinking he's going to jump.
I don't think the
but Greta's
spiritual
going too
weapon
fast.
takes up space, to be honest.
Yeah, the weapon doesn't take up space.
Okay.
What? Yes!
Now, my other objection is that you've ended your movement sharing a square with Zancath. Is that possible?
I'm a little person.
Well, we haven't ended our turn yet.
Okay.
So Korgo sees that. Yeah, we're jumping over Zanks, slipping and sliding on this ice. She moves one more time, and Korgo jumps up there. Ah! What? I don't know. Tell me what I got to roll for that. Can I use the leap? There's like a leap action. I'm not sure if I'm high up enough to use that.
That's a great idea.
You don't have to roll a check for that.
I think a leap action makes sense. What do you guys think?
What is it
Yeah.
called? I
Yeah,
I think
It sounds
there's-
cool. I'd let it happen.
Yeah, I think that sounds cool and reasonable.
Okay, so that's Korgo's 3 actions. So Greta's got to move twice. Korgo jumps off the top of the moose and lands right next to not Jonesy, Andreas, and is surrounded by 4 enemies, so he'll be unconscious next turn.
So you have very quickly made your way up to this ledge.
Thanks, Korgo.
2 of you are facing off against these 4 hunters, and your cat just sits there watching you.
What an idiot!
One of the hunters, standing right in front of Andreas, puts down his bow, drops his bow on the ground, and pulls out a spear. That's 1 action. And then will attempt to use an athletics check to trip you, Andreas. And that is a 12, which does not succeed.
No, it does not. Stop trying to steal my moves, you burning mammoths.
And then we'll attempt to stab you with a spear and rolls a 14, which misses. And then really can't do anything else that's cool. I have no other cool actions left, so I will just attempt another stupid spear stab. And it's 11 and misses. And so that burning mammoth wastes his turn pretty much. And the next mammoth is going to do the same thing. The next burning mammoth is going to do the same thing. This guy throws down the short bow, pulls out the spear, attempts to trip, let's say Korgo this time. And I rolled a 13. It does not succeed. And then he tries to stab Korgo. 14 misses. And then tries again.
That's his actions, because he had to draw the spear.
Oh, that's right. He had to pull out the weapon. And that's it. And then, Andreas, it's your turn.
Hello, hello. Time for a spell strike.
I don't know what that means.
They're going to be wishing they had reinforcements here. I'm going to do Gouging Claw on the Meteor Hammer against this guy directly to my north.
Okay.
And that's a 15 to hit. It's a miss. I'm going to hero point that because there's too many people up here. Yeah. Too many people on this ledge. Oh, that's a 28.
Wow.
And you can go ahead and take 24 points of damage.
Nice.
Finish him off.
He just slams into the mountain behind him. Head's bleeding. He's done.
All right. 1 burning mammoth down.
I'm going to... I'll just attack the last guy. It's probably going to miss, but I'll try. Oh, a 17. Nope. Okay.
Yep, 17 is just a miss. And that's Andreas's turn. And now, Zancath, what do you want to do?
Is the moose now blocking my shot?
No, the moose is below the level of the ledge. You have a clear shot.
I'm going to activate my point blank stance.
Yeah.
And I'm going to shoot with my bow. Fingers crossed. It's a 24.
Whoa.
It hits.
That's a hit. Which person are you
Same
hitting?
one, the front, the closer, like the one in the front.
Roll that damage.
That is an 8. It's 8
Nice.
damage.
All right. He's badly hurt.
I'm going to shoot again because I have nothing else I can do at this point. 29 minus 5 for multi-attack. 24.
That's a hit.
6 more damage.
And this person is very close to dying. And that's the end of Zancath's turn. And that hunter gets to go. And as he's spitting up blood, he says, "The perfect trap is waiting for you ahead. You might as well turn around now, Broken Tusks."
Oh, thank you for letting us know.
He stabs at Corgo. I'll try another trip attack. Why not?
Too bad they didn't put you guys on the perfect trap. You would have survived.
10 does not succeed.
Stop doing that. Stop.
A 22 to hit.
Ah!
And 5 points of damage to Corgo as he stabs into your side. And then with the last action, a 13 to hit is a miss. And that is that Burning Mammoth's turn. Rumpy continues sort of just pacing back and forth, standing on the ice. Technically, I think she needs to make another reflex save, standing on the ice.
Just to stand on the...
I think so. Yes, you do. I should have had Zancath do one also.
Wait, reflex save or acrobatics?
Reflex save.
Oh,
No, I'm sorry. You're right. Acrobatics. You're right the first time. Acrobatics.
16 for the most recent one.
You succeed, and so does Rumpy. You are both standing up just fine. Jonesy, what do you want to do?
Jonesy's gonna hit this guy again who's near death with the spiritual weapon.
Okay,
Gonna finish him off for an 11, which I think is a miss.
that is a miss.
And then he will call down a divine lance on the same guy for 15.
Which is also a miss.
That's it.
Sorry. One of the hunters, this is the one that's to the upper right, sort of, I guess, only adjacent to Corgo. That one throws down his bow. I don't think he's done this yet, right? This is his first time doing this. He throws down his bow, pulls out a spear. We'll try to trip poor Corgo. A natural 20.
Ooh.
Corgo refuses.
So I think you take a little bit of damage on top of that. 1d6 bludgeoning damage.
So, Corgo, he trips you for 3 points of damage. You are now prone. And now he will try to attack you with a spear. 17 to hit?
I don't know. I'm prone. Oh, still misses.
Okay. So you roll out of the way as he stabs down at the snow. And that is the end of his turn. The moose sort of wanders off. Makes an acrobatics check first. So just a straight up dex roll, if you want to do that for me, Josh.
I do.
Well, thank you.
Why not? Oh, it's not reflex.
No.
Roll. A 5.
Oh, no. The moose slips on the ice and falls prone.
I can definitely see now, even if I, could before. I can see so much better.
And your Smilodon continues sitting there. Maybe he begins bathing.
Wait, are you just skipping my turn?
Corgo, what do you want to do?
What just happened?
Well, you're not going to command the Smilodon, right?
I don't know.
Or the moose?
I might have, but I just skipped his turn.
Well, what does Corgo want to do then?
Okay. Since the Smilodon's not helping, the moose sucks. So Corgo's on the ground. He's getting stabbed. Well, the one spear is still like in his side. He looks into the guy's eyes. He grabs the spear. He actually pulls it in a little deeper.
Ooh.
And he goes, "Game time." And I couldn't think of a better line than that.
I don't get it. Why is it now game time?
Personally, I like Parcheesi.
Only the Burning Mammoths are good at games. You're terrible at games. Broken Tusk, bad game players.
So Corgo, he's smiling and he's standing up as he's pulling the spear deeper into him, and he's getting closer, and he's gonna bite this guy.
Oh.
So that's an action to stand from prone.
Yep, none of them have attacks of opportunity.
Action to rage.
Okay.
A free action to be really cool.
Sure.
Okay. Yep.
I'm delaying because I'm looking for my attack roll. And 12 misses.
Hero point it. Do it.
Hero point! Hero point! Do it again! Roll it! 23!
That's a hit.
14.
14 damage? Wow. Is it the guy to your right?
Whoever, I don't know who stabbed me. There's three gentlemen with
I think it was the guy to
spears.
your right, the guy that is in really bad shape.
Okay. Well, he gets bitten.
He gets real dead.
He screams, and there's a Kurosawa spurt of blood.
Yeah, there's just blood on the snow. It's pretty awful, really. This guy in the middle, there's only two guys left. The guy that's sort of in the middle of their group, middle left, he says, Avarsa knows exactly where you are. Die, weaklings! And he's going to try a trip attack on Andreas. And that is a 20
Yes.
against your fortitude, I think.
That is successful, but I protest on the grounds of, dang.
You make a persuasive argument.
It's lame. It's lame to get broned.
I got broned.
Okay. He rolls an 18 to hit you with the -5 penalty.
Success.
That's a hit.
Yep.
All right. He shouts in triumph as he inflicts 6 points of damage on you, stabbing down at you on the ground.
Oh.
And then he'll make one more extremely unlikely to succeed attempt, rolling a 3 as you roll out of the way of the next stab. And that's Andreas' turn.
Okay. Andreas will stand.
Yep, no attacks of opportunity.
I'll do an Arcane Cascade just for the extra damage.
Okay.
And
Dude,
so
that
whatever
sounds awesome.
whatever my last spell was, I retain a little bit of the energy, and it increases my damage and gives me 1 temporary hit point each turn.
That's cool. Just the name of it is cool.
It is
Yeah.
pretty cool. It also recharges my spell strike. No, it doesn't. Never mind.
We're just saying cool stuff.
We're just saying cool stuff.
It also
And then I'm
makes
gonna
me
attack him.
stronger.
I'm going to attack this guy who's directly north of Corgo in his
Okay.
face with a 28.
Nice.
28. That's a critical hit.
And he'll take 24 points of damage.
What?
Finish him off.
Nice.
He just gets crunched underneath a giant metal box that I'm swinging around on a rope.
One guy left. Zancath.
Okay.
You don't have a very clear shot to this guy.
Nope.
You could move. You'd need to make your acrobatics check.
We're gonna have to make an acrobatics check regardless.
Just leap onto Rumpy's back from where you are.
Yeah.
16 on my acrobatics.
Nice.
Okay, great. You succeed. So you can move up to your speed if you want to move. You treat the ice as difficult terrain, though.
Sure.
So every 5 feet costs 10 feet of movement. I
20.
forgot to do that with the moose, dang it, but you had 3 moves available for the moose, right?
I used two moves, so
I think you still probably would have had enough movement.
I think if I had known that, we could have moved the moose on land for longer and then
Yeah.
cut over.
Yeah.
We would have worked it out.
I'm gonna use 2 moves to
Okay.
get all the way across, and I'm gonna shoot the last guy that's up.
Good idea.
29 to hit.
That is a critical hit.
14 damage.
There we
He's
go.
in bad shape. He's not quite on death's door.
Out of actions. It's up to Corgo now.
The
Oh
the
no,
wolf,
it might be
Jonesy.
Jonesy.
Yes, I'm still here.
Well, the wolf makes an acrobatics check and rolls a 21 and decides that it's tired of hanging around on the slippery ice and moves off.
I get it.
Then it's Jonesy's turn. Jonesy, what do you want to do?
Jonesy's going to use his spiritual weapon, try to hit the gentleman that was stabbing Corgo. It's a 19 to hit.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
10 damage.
Jonesy, finish off this burning mammoth hunter.
Nice.
The spiritual weapon with its angry face of Sarenrae goes flying down onto this guy's face, and now he has 2 faces, but one of the faces is bleeding and the other one's just an imprint, and then he just collapses to the ground.
All right. And so you finish off these 4 hunters that tried to ambush you, and it turned out to be a bad idea. And we'll find out what else you discover in this pass through the valley in 2 weeks.
What?
Yeah, no problem.
Whoa.
We'll run right into that trap. Easy.
Give me those
Larson
traps.
knows exactly where we are.
Thanks for listening to Broken Tusk Rising. You can help the podcast by giving us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, by following us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at The House of Bob. or by chatting with us on Discord. And most of all, by supporting us on Patreon. That's at patreon.com/thehouseofbob. Art for this campaign is by Sean Makes, and art for social media is by Jeanette. Audio production and music are by Mike Hammock. Thanks again for listening, and roll on. The sad thing about the countdown to the countdown is that it's before we start recording, therefore
We don't
the
get to hear the
audience will
countdown.
never get to hear the countdown to the countdown.
Yeah. It's a shame. Oh, well.
We'll have to pre-record.
We could do a reenactment of the countdown to the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
It's just not the same.
Yeah, you forgot the first part too.
That didn't feel right.
Yeah. Not the same. And hand clap. 1, 2, 3, clap. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And I think that's everything, right?
Mike, when you count down really fast, like the 1, 2, 3, I always think that's the 3, and I'm supposed to clap at that point. Just so everybody knows that every single time I almost clap.
1, 2, 3, then clap.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what you gotta say.
Is it? Oh wait, hold on.
But I
I've been
actually
doing
say
this-
1, 2, 3, clap before I do it.
Yeah,
That's
right.
the problem.
Oh.
Is that the countdown? Or
Yep.
is the countdown still to
I
come?
see. That's me.
You gotta,
Okay.
You gotta count down to the countdown.
I see.
Yeah. No wonder your students are getting C's.
I see. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
That's
Fair
my
enough.
student.
Do have a lot of students getting
Wait,
C's.
hold on. Do we have to clap like right at 3, or do we clap at like the count of 4?
Oh, you clap on what would be 4.
Okay, good. I've been doing it right for 4 years then.
Okay. That's why I
Good to
say
know.
1, 2, 3, clap, and not 1, 2, clap.
I should have asked this sooner, but I'm just kind of winging it.
That's why it's been so hard to edit your parts.
God, Josh, you sounded so
Always
off.
out of
It's
sync.
terrible.
Explains so much.
Rumpy looks different.
Yeah, because he updated the stat block.
Yeah, I updated the stat block. It's a different icon now. Sorry.
Oh, no, it's... Oh, yeah, okay.
I mean, it's the same image, just zoomed out instead of zoomed in. But yeah, it's updated now to the proper stat block. The old one was totally wrong. Like, just way off. Missing abilities and things with the wrong number of actions and all sorts of stuff. This is much better.
I don't think we've actually used Rumpy in combat before. I think that was the
Oh,
first
you know
time.
what? This is the same wrong one. Wait a second. Wait a second. I updated it. What the heck is going on
we'll
here?
just use the stat block from 2e.aonrpd
Oh, weird.
dot pf2.
Okay, hold on.
.com.
Hold on. Wait.
Is that it?
That's it.
That looks like a better wolf.
That's it. That's the same wolf zoomed in.
This wolf looks like it knows how to worry.
Murthig of Muskox's house. That's hard to say. Murthig of Musk. I'm going to try that one more time.
Oof.
Murthig of Muskox's house. I can't do it.
You can do it. This time you're going to get it.
Murthig of Musk.
Just push through it. Just push through it.
Just say the words separately and you
Murthig
can
of
edit them
Musk.
together.
Yes, but then it all turns. It's me talking, and then suddenly it's me enunciating
Yes.
very clearly.
Maybe it's just got to be Musk House.
Murthig of Muskox's house.
Ooh.
Nice.
Easy.
I still don't understand why they wouldn't have wanted to work at the perfect trap if there was a perfect trap somewhere else. Why did they choose to work at this one?
Well, you noticed they weren't the best, right? Only really great burning mammoths get to work at the perfect trap. These guys are kind of losers.
This is the B team.
The
Yes,
interns.
this is the D team.
The D team. Oh, this is 4 teams.
Oh, now we know
Yeah.
how many teams there are.
Oh.
Excellent.
These next groups probably got a bunch of degrees.
Only thing I'll ask is, because the outro text has gotten a little longer, try not to dawdle too much, because otherwise it's hard to squeeze it into the music cue that's being used there.
You're going to mess with my rhythm here, Mike. I'll see what I can do for
I'm just going
you.
to say thanks for listening to Broken Dust Rising. You can help the podcast by giving us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. No?
Ooh, that was perfect. Just keep
Perfect.
going.
That's
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah,
Why didn't
yeah.
you keep going?